Hello movie fans, I'm Eric aka MrAniMonkey and welcome back to MrAniMonkey, the channel for everything animated movies. Today I'm finally going to talk about a new animated movie release. It's been a while. I didn't see Escape from Planet Earth because I honestly didn't want to spend any money on it. I'll probably see it when it comes out and rent it, but still not very excited for that. But I did see the Croods and here is my review.
When their world ended,
we need to leave immediately. Fire, lava, everything we're standing on will be gone. I don't mean to sound too dramatic, but
a new one began.
Where are we? Hopefully nothing big knows we're here.
Dad?
I'll take care of this.
All right, Dad, go get him. Oh man, they're really...
I'm loving this.
This is a newest movie from Dreamworks Animation Studios, which is kind of considered the second-rate Pixar in a way, which isn't really fair to them because all they did was kind of just hop on a CGI bandwagon the first after Pixar did it. But they've done a lot of really good movies actually lately. I really love Rise of the Guardians, Madagascar 3, not really, but Kung Fu Panda 2, Puss in Boots, and a lot of other movies they've done recently I thought were fantastic. From the trailers, I didn't think it looked very interesting. I just wanted to kind of see what was up with it because it didn't really seem to be all that different than what we've seen before from a lot of anime movies. But I was really surprised with the Croods. I actually really liked this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. To start off with the story, I've always wondered when they're going to make a movie about cavemen, an anime movie about cavemen. They've done like pirates, they've done robots, they've done everything. They haven't really done cavemen except unless you count, well, the Flintstones was live action, so they haven't really done cavemen. And the Croods is about a family of cavemen named the Croods, who I think the family themselves were great. All the characters are really great in it, which I'll get into when I talk about the characters and the voice acting. But the family has to leave their cave because the world is changing, the world is ending, kind of. Dun, dun, dun. And they have to adapt to this new world with the help of a new guy named Guy. I thought the story was really well handled for the most part. It was kind of, the pacing was kind of off sometimes and sometimes it would get repetitive. But for the most part the story was really just a tool to help us get to know these characters better, and the characters were great. Starting off with the dad in the family, Grug, I thought he was great. He's voiced by Nicolas Cage, and the voice acting is phenomenal. He is really funny when he has to be. He also brings emotion sometimes. The only problem I have with this character, which is the problem I kind of had with the whole movie, is some of the slapstick kind of got overboard a little bit. The beginning was funny, so I just loved how it was like cartoony characters flying around the screen, getting crushed by like giant rocks and just tossing them off them. But eventually it did kind of get old. It's kind of hard to have that balance because in cartoons it's only like occasionally 12 minutes long, sometimes 30 minutes long. It's easy to just throw some crap at a character and just let them brush it off, but for a whole movie it's kind of hard to balance that. We also have Eve played by Emma Stone, and she was kind of like the rebellious girl of the bunch. She kind of reminds me of Merida from Brave and a lot of other animated characters. Ryan Reynolds plays Guy in this movie, the kind of innovative guy. I thought they could have done a lot more with this character. I thought his character is pretty standard. I thought he could have been like more of an adventurer, like kind of a crazy guy, and it's kind of hard for them to get on board with him, or at least for Grug to get on board with him. I do like how he had like the little monkey around him that with a belt, and he had a few little quirky inventive things, but I think they could have done a lot more with his character. But Ryan Reynolds did a really good job voicing him, and the rest of the cast was great as well. Especially the grandmother, I can't remember who voiced her, but it was hilarious, and also the son, and the whole, all around the cast was great. I would have to say the strongest part of this movie is the animation. I thought it was really well done. If you don't know this, Dreamworks is kind of under new management. They've been kind of supported by Paramount for the last few years, but they kind of dropped that deal. Moved over to 20th Century Fox, who also owns Blue Sky Studios, who does like Ice Age and Robots, and they also did Rio, and they're doing Epic. So 20th Century Fox is kind of like a big juggernaut for animation, and it seems like they're doing a lot of great things for animation as far as Dreamworks goes, because they've done a lot of really cool stuff that I haven't really seen too much of as far as computer-generated animation goes. The coolest thing about this animation is definitely the camera movement and the way the camera shows certain shots. It's really interesting and really creative. I haven't seen too much of that from computer animation really at all, and this one seems to be like taking steps forward as far as the technique goes. Especially in the first scene, which involves a family going hunting. It's really just a creative way to show what's going on in the movie, and throughout the movie there are cool like pan-ups and weird shots that you see in like live action movies if the director is ambitious enough, but the way they transferred to animation I think was fantastic, and I can't wait to see more advancements Dreamworks makes as far as the technology, or just using it to be more creative and to tell their stories better. The Croods' downfall, however, is that it does get kind of repetitive as far as the story goes, and as far as the little tricks they do, like there's a puppet joke that kind of, it was amusing at first, but then they used it again and tried to bring it back, and it didn't really work as much. Stuff like that kind of brought the movie down for me. But besides that, I really enjoy the Croods. It's a great family movie. The humor is good for the adults, and everything else is good for the kids. The cool creatures in it, the cool scenery in it. I think it's a really great movie for both kids and adults. And overall, I'm not going to do the whole collaborative rating system. I'm just going to tell you that I'm going to give the Croods 7.5 out of 10 bananas. It's a really fun family movie, a really interesting take on this kind of story, and I really enjoyed it.
Dreamworks The Croods.
What is that?
Fire. It's biting me!
Try hiding from it in the tall, dry grass!
So that's all for this review. In the comments, tell me if you want to see the Croods, if you don't want to see it, if you liked the movie, if you did see it, if you didn't like it, anything about the Croods in the comments below, and I'll get back to you in the comments. There are going to be some changes on both the MrAniMonkey channel and the Mr. Movie Monkey channel in the future, but in the meantime, you should check out my main channel, Mr. Movie Monkey. There's a new trailer review for the Wolverine trailer, and there might be some movie reviews coming soon. Also check out my Facebook page and my Twitter, all in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.